Good morning, everybody. Seem to have some kind of havoc going on. Give me one moment, please. Some kind of havoc, per the usual. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Let's see. Camera 1, camera 2. No, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. All right, we're on it. We're on it. We're on it. Good morning, everybody. I'm early. I'm like a couple of minutes early. It's fine. Good morning. Good morning, PK. Good morning, JB. Welcome in. Hello, Anita. Good morning, Mary and Chris. Good morning, Debbie and Martha. Good morning, Cynthia and Donna Dragonslayer. Good morning. Everybody says good morning. Technically challenged this morning. Yeah, it's okay. We're good. We're good. Hi all. Now I have FOMO. The mystery bead box sold out and I missed it. Oh no! Is it sold out? The whole works? I feel like they didn't make as many as last year. Is that for reals? Maybe they'll post again. I feel like last year there was like multiple days. I want to say I ordered 3 days in a row. Like 3 separate days. Let's look. Beadalon.com. Box. Search. Yeah, sold out. Not popping up. Usually you can just search like mystery box. Interesting. Well, I guess that's that. Oh, it says right here, mystery boxes are sold out. Okay. Well, we tried. I feel like last year there was multiple days. I ordered multiple days. They only made 300. Oh, did they announce that? I don't know how many they made the year before. It must have been more than that. Well, good thing I got my one then. I did only order one because my plan was, I'll just order another one today. Well, apparently that's not going to work, but at least I got one. We'll see what's in there when it comes. Hello, Brandy. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. Let's get this party started, shall we? Okay, so yesterday we started working on our... Zoom in a little bit. Started working on our Bargain Bead Box project here with our tweezer knotting. Hi, Joanne. In the Facebook post, they said they were working on making more. Oh, yeah, I figured. Sometimes they do that. If they sell out right away, then sometimes they'll make more. Oh, Rosanna ordered 2. Yeah, well, maybe if they make more, they'll be different, you know? I know that was kind of like some hubbub last year or whatever, years past. Okay, so here's what we got so far. We set all this up yesterday. So if you're just joining in or you're watching in the replay and you want to know about this knotting with the tweezer, if you're new around here, whatever. So if you want to see the setup of all of this, you can watch yesterday's live. Yesterday being August 13th, where we set all of this up piece by piece, right? So now we are going to move into just putting on our beads. I'm going to do this side. Well, I kind of like to do both sides a little bit at the same time, just so I can see what I got going on, you know? Hello. So, again, for those of you just joining, this is 0.5 millimeter Ceylon. There's quite a few people who messaged me and asked me about it. I always use 0.5 millimeter. That's just what I use. I feel like it's really a universal size. If I don't need it to be that thick, I can use just one piece. If I need to be thicker, I can use 2 pieces, so I just generally just always have 0.5 millimeter. Okay, so, dun dun dun. Oh, we have to make some kind of pattern. What kind of pattern are we gonna make? Okay, so I think I want to go with this moon, and I'm going to put these little gold guys by the moon. I'm just loading them all on here. Okay. So yeah, you don't have to do one bead at a time. You can do multiple beads if that makes you feel better about it. I'm gonna do these 3. Got those 2 little guys and the moon bead. I got my book and my FOC yesterday. Yay, Dorothy! Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm only here for about 30 minutes today. I have to meet with my counselor for the first time. Okay, well, good luck. I hope it's a good meeting. Good morning, PK. Okay, so for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we're just going to go do the knot. So you wrap around with both strands. You act like it's one. You go through 1. You wrap around 2. Everything. You're going to come in here with your tweezer. You're going to go through the loop. Grab a hold of what we call the base string. Make sure everything's pushed down. Wherever you put your tweezer, that's where your knot is going to go. Okay, so if you put it up here a little bit, that's where it's going to go. If you put it right next to the bead, that's where it's going to go. So you want to put it wherever you want it to go. This loop should be on the tweezer, not over here. It's got to be on the tweezer. Okay, then we're going to take these and we're going to pull them both at the same time straight up to the sky. That's important. Don't mess that up. If you start going all wonkety woo, you're going to get knots that aren't even. Okay, then we're going to pull this out. And then we're going to push down with our tweezer and pull up on the strings. Then we're going to push our beads into the knot to lock that into place. And there we go. That's it. That's the move. That's the move. I'm not going to walk through it every time. I'm just doing it just because, you know, it's the beginning of this video. Now, I am making this pattern up in my head as I go, just so you know. I think I shall do this one. Oh wait, I can't forget to put on my moons. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll do 2 of these crystals and my moons. Now, I want my moons to hang a specific way. These ones, technically the moon will be backwards, but you're not really going to be able to tell. You see, this is like the back side of the charm. This is the front side. You're not really going to be able to tell that. So make sure it goes on that way. You double the seal-on. Yes. I did double the seal-on. Okay, so I'm just putting that on the jump ring, and I'm going to sandwich him in between these 2 crystals. You make it look so easy. Well, it'll get easy once you do it quite a lot. It's only kind of nerve-wracking like the first couple times, because you're like, oh, I can't mess up, but then you're like, whatever, I can mess up if I want to. Okay, here we are. The important part is kind of just keeping track of your strings, especially when they're doubled, making sure, like, you know, like everything's laying right. There isn't one that's like got extra business in it or anything. Okay, so we go 1, 2, tweezer. Go through the loop, grab a hold of the base string, make sure the loop is on the tweezer, pull this up, get my way beads. Then we're going to push and pull these at the same time. Push back towards the knot to give it that little bit of length, and there we go. We got our little charm on. Oh yeah, he's gonna be cute. Heyo. I like it. Let's do some on this side so we can get the full effect. See where I want to go with my pattern. Hi, good morning. Sorry, I'm missing all the comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I like the diamond tweezer that I got from you. Oh, thanks, Dorothy. Yeah, there are still a few tweezers left, I believe, on the website. I'm going to have to restock them. We have 3 different types. 2 of them are diamond tweezers. I'm just using this one because I can never find mine. I swear to God, every time I go to look for my diamond tweezers, I have a black diamond tweezers and a silver one. Is there a difference? Yes. On the tip, they have like little diamond things so that it's like got a more grippy, and it's a little bit skinnier than this one. This one works just fine. It has a shovel on the end for scooping up your beads. But this is like, you can like pick up your little beads or whatever if they're like in the box or whatever deal. You know, I can't even do it. There we go. But yeah, every time I go for my other tweezers, I can't find it. Good morning. Hi, Leanna. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning, everybody who's just joining. Good morning, Rebecca. You are not showing up on my main feed. I have to get you from my subscriptions. Rebecca, you know that means you're not watching me enough. Not watching me enough. Actually, it's probably because it's their lives. I haven't been doing recorded videos. I haven't done any recorded videos since I've been here. Since I got to Mandan. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Beth. I don't think I've even done one. Okay, so I gotta switch this around. I like to just switch this around and pretend we're now working on the same side because it's just easier for me because I'm right-handed. Good morning, Beady Buddy. Good morning. But yeah, I have not done any recorded videos since I got here. And I've just been doing lives, which, to be honest, is a lot easier, kind of, because then I don't have to do any editing, you know? Those of you who are making videos, you get it. All the editing. Although the editing's not horrible. I just haven't been involved. I've got a lot of things going on over here. That bead has a little chunk out of it. It's fine. I'm going to use it anyway. It's not that noticeable. Hi. Yeah, so I don't know. Good morning. I don't know. A lot of people have said that they really like the lives. You know, instead of like the recorded videos. They're just like, yeah, it's whatever. Most people just tell me, you know, do whatever you got to do for you. And, I mean, you can, it's not like you can't rewatch the live, so, I don't know. Who knows? And if you watch it in the replay, you can then, like, fast forward and do all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Heyo. Okay, now on this side, okay, this one's fraying out a little bit, so I'm going to cut him. Just cut him at an angle. Okay, okay. Little cutters. Let's like get our life together or what, something. Okay. I always put all my other tools away, otherwise I get hung up and everything, so I had to put it back in the drawer. Now for this, because technically it's supposed to be like this. I have it. I'm working on it technically backwards because this is the other side. So I gotta watch my P's and Q's when I'm putting on these moons. But we should be able to go like so. Dun, dun. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm putting together some items to make a squash blossom necklace. Oh, that seems fun. I'm trying to get myself together to leave at 8:30. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. Well, we hope you can get it together, Leanna. What day is it today? Thursday? SKU day. I got a lot of things to do today. I've got some orders to ship. So I gotta do that first. And what's going on here? Okay, so that's this side. So that's how it looks. Technically it's like this, not that that matters. So I do got my moons going opposite way. I don't know if you guys can tell that. Got my moons going opposite way on the beads and moons going right side in on the little charmies. Thus far, I'm doing pretty well and haven't skipped any beads. Because that's usually what happens. So we're doing pretty good. You can relax on the train. Oh, you're going on the train? I love the train. I much prefer the train over flying. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta book tickets for Houston. You guys, I got scared because I gotta do like a 2 flights situation for Houston. But I have to go. It's Melissa's birthday. We're gonna be mermaids and go to the aquarium, remember? Oh, gotta get it together. Cindy's already planning food. You snuck up on me. You guys are silly. Oh, Gloria likes the lives. I'm thinking about trying lives. Oh, Brandy's gonna try some lives. Do you have a channel, Brandy? Or did you just started your channel, right? Or am I a crazy person? You just started? Hello, Joanna. I made it. Good. Well, we're glad you're here. I'm going to Fallon, Nevada to visit my oldest son. They have a train that goes to Nevada? I do. It's a baby channel. It's a baby channel. It's just new. It's okay. We were all baby channels at one point. You should put in your what's your channel name, and then we can go and subscribe. The Thunder Chatters are quite supportive like that, if you didn't know. We believe there's space for everybody. Half the train and half bus. Okay, that's what I was thinking, Leanna, because I was like, I'll be riding the train to Vegas. What are we doing? Although Vegas is one of the only flights from Bismarck, North Dakota, that's like a one-way goings, which I think is odd. You can fly one way to Vegas and one way to Arizona. Amtrak has their own buses? I did not know that. Okay, I decided I'm going with this carnelian. I don't quite know the pattern. I'm just going for it. 1, 2. Okay, I always put this down, like, it looks like crumply mess, but nobody cares about that. I put it down because if there is any slack in anything, because once I get going, sometimes I can, like, I just space out. I'm just la-di-da-di, tying knots. But if you put it down, it helps you if there's like slack in the string. Just FYI on that. Okay, let's see. We might be able to get away with this. I don't know. We only got, what, 5 moons? What? Well, Carol, I'll try it for now. I'm going to try it for now. And thanks for letting me share. Yeah, you're welcome. What is the name of your channel? Oh, Dorothy's going to start a channel next month. Ooh! Bunch of new channels coming out. I just got home last night from my youngest son's house and I'm so tired. I'm getting old. Leanna. I'm tired too. And I'm not old. I'm just tired. I was having weird dreams last night. Like, I don't know. Weird dreams. Making sure my moons are matching. I don't know if that's important to you, but I am doing it. Brandy Michelle Designs. Oh yeah, I think I subscribe to that. I think I am a subscriber. I am getting over the fear of it all. Oh good, yeah. What? No, there's no fear, Dorothy. No fear. No fear. The only thing for all you new little baby channels out there, when you're doing videos, the only thing I will say is make sure you stay in the frame. Otherwise, people will yell at you. Other than that, you can pretty much do whatever you want. 1, 2. I'll just pass out on the train. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. All you guys are going to have your own channels, and then you're not going to have time to watch Morning Coffee because you're going to be busy. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Now I gotta do the crystals and the moon thing again. I'm putting the moons just in the front. We only have 2 of them to put on. So this one's going this way, this way, this way. Nah, I will do my channel around Morning Coffee. Oh, good. Well, we appreciate that. This is coming out great. I want one. Yeah. Well, you can make what? Do you get Bargain Bead Box, Joanne? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm kind of all twisted up. That's never good. Kind of want to make sure that's not going on. One, 2. I will always have time for you. Oh, well, thank you, Dorothy. Remember me when you get famous. I'm really pulling this one a lot because I want it to be able to, you know how I like the hingey business. I want it to be able to swing quite a lot, which it can. Okay, I'm going to continue to focus just on this side so that we might get up to the top and I can show you how to finish today with the time frame that we have. Okay? Yes, I do. Thanks you. Okay, well, you could make it. You could make it. It'd be good times. Alright, now we are on to what? The carnelian? So now we could change up our situation if we want to. I'm just going to keep going with it. I think we might be okay, because this is only technically like this part. The pattern is only two moons. We got 3 more moons. So I'm thinking we should make it to the amount of inches we want. If not, we'll just add some crystals on the end. I don't care. I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah! Do you have tweezer? Uh-oh, see, look what I did. Not paying attention. Don't be doing all that. Gotta get them both in there. 1, 2. $94, Caitlin, good morning. What stringy material are you working with? I am using 0.5 millimeter Ceylon cording. Looks like this. 0.5 Ceylon cording. Okay, now if you're worried if these knots are getting too wonkety woo, like getting like wonky, don't worry, because at the end we hang it up, we spray it with water overnight. This is going to allow gravity to bring down on your knots and make them sit a little bit better, and also the water's going to lock in the knots. You're just going to whisper with the water. You're not going to drench them. Don't get all upsetty. Okay. Well, we would love to see, Joanne, if you do try it. We would love to see it. Dun, dun, dun. You will always be the OG. Thanks, Leanna. I don't know about that. But I just be out here just doing what I think is best. Just being a real person. If you like real people who just be doing real beading, that's what I'm doing over here. Sometimes it's not great. Because, that's real life and such. Okay, I'm going to do the moon again. Yeah, do the moon again. Okay, so this moon's got to go on this way. This way. This is my first live. Oh, well, welcome in. We're glad you're here. Everybody is welcome. Oh, dang. Dropped it. I dropped it. These colors work really well together. Yeah, I can take credit for that. That's old, what's her name at the Bargain Bead Box? Leanna? No, what's her name? Is it Leanna? Starts with an L. Leanne? I can't remember. I want to just string it without knots. Yeah, you could do that too. You could also do that on Ceylon, Gloria. It makes it really swingy. Lauren. Thank you, Rosanna. Lauren. Boop, boop. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah, the colors are really good together. I like this dark blue and this carnelian together for sure. I was not going to use these teal crystals, remember? I was like, I don't know. And now I'm really glad I did. I am glad that I did. I have to head off to the counseling. Okay, good luck with the counseling, Brandy. We'll be thinking of you. Hope that goes well. Remember, it takes a few times to get a therapeutic alliance going on. Okay, now I don't have any moons to put in this one. So this is the first one that I'm going to put in the crystals, and I don't have moons. So I think instead of doing 2 crystals, because I have extra, I think I'll do 3 crystals. For funsies. Just for funsies. Oh, here's the thing too. If you have your little needles and you're like, oh, my beads don't fit, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing you can do. You just put on one side first. And you bring it past where the glue is, so you have the like bendy part of the string. This just means you probably put on a little bit excess glue and your needles aren't worked in yet. And then you put the second string through. Just like that. If you're having an issue. You know what I mean? It's a pain in the butt, but eventually your needles will get worked in. Probably right about the time you're about halfway done, and then you'll be like, oh, I was just getting into this. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Be safe. Let us know when you're going to do your lives. And Dorothy's going to do lives? I'm excited. And isn't Gloria, aren't you going to start doing some? Or you were just thinking about doing some? Oh yeah, that's cute. So instead of having the moon, I have this. That's cute. Okay. And then I'll just do the next carnelian. Yeah. Yeah, my thing is I love a knotted project. I love it. I don't know why. I just do. It's very therapeutic. Like you just kind of get into it and you can talk and carry on, do whatever you're gonna do. So I like that. I would say it's kind of like probably like crocheting or knitting for other people who like, you know, they always want to do that while they're like watching TV or whatever. So it's kind of fun. Oh, my aunt is coming tomorrow. Good morning, Donna. I just subscribed to Brandy's channel. Oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Brandy's channel, go give it a little subscribe. I believe I am already a subscriber. I believe it. I believe I am. Okay. This moon, just still making sure I get all my moons on the right way. Dun, dun, dun. Kimberly Hayes. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So today's Thursday, so I gotta do the ski list. I do have some Ceylon strands. You guys, I know you guys were talking yesterday that you wanted just the one rolls of Ceylon. We used to sell a lot of Ceylon, but obviously I haven't been out to Jeff's in a while. But last time I went, I did pick some up, so I have a few colors. I bought like a larger quantity of the same color so that I could get some pictures, you know, not have to, you know, the whole thing with the pictures. So I will see if I can't get those on the SKU list for Monday. It's not very many. I want to say it's only like 4 or 5 colors, something like that. But I'll get them up there because we don't have any on the slate right now. Do, do, do. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then I'm just back to the 3 crystals again. Is that right? I feel weird about it. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Weirding myself out because I changed up on the pattern, but okay. I need to try knotting. It is a beautiful technique. Yeah. The thing about knotting is like not every, she says I'm here. Not every project is like, not all knotting projects are created equal. So we kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday. So someone was asking why I use the 2 strands of the Ceylon cording. And I use the 2 strands not because I feel like I need them for strength of the necklace. I use them because they make bigger knots to block off the holes in the beads. If you wanted to use 1 strand, you would probably be using little small beads with smaller holes. So if you're using multiple different kinds of beads, because all of these beads have a different size hole in them, sometimes you need to figure that out before you get started. Yes, you sang my name. I was just seeing it on the screen, and then I thought, where's Kim? What is she doing? Are you working? Are you doing work stuff? So some of that stuff has to be worked out in the beginning of the project, and that kind of just comes with time. You know how that goes? Where it's like, oh. But generally, it doesn't take that long for you to figure it out. Because like these guys, even though they're really little bead, they have a large hole. They have a larger hole compared to, say, like a seed bead. So you might need to do the double up strand because it might not plug with this one if you tied a knot in one strand. But there's also tricks you could do if you wanted to only use one strand. You could use like little seed beads or bead with smaller holes and then block it in like this and then just tie one knot, like if this one has a larger hole in it, and then you can just use one strand. So those are kind of things that you just comes with time. I generally just use 2 strands. My problem is I get into situations where I don't try all my beads out first on the strands and then they don't fit. And that makes me mad. So, but I've gotten kind of better at it. I usually check them all now before I start. What am I doing? Carnelian still. Hi. Knotting is very soothing. Yeah, I feel like it's very soothing. Once you get through all that business and you get going on it, yeah. And honestly, setting it up's kind of fun. Like yesterday, it's kind of one of my favorite parts when you do the setup and you get the pendant all ready and you know whatever else dangly bits you're gonna put on there and pick out all your beads and your string color, all that business. I like that. I like it. Okay, it's my last moon. Once I get this last moon on, we'll measure and see where we're at. Like the moon and the rest of the whatever pattern. This way. Go on this way. Ain't nobody got time to be checking if beads fit on the string. Yeah, that's how I feel. So I just go for it. Look at me, I'm trying to mess up. I'm just gonna mess up and nobody's gonna tell me. I gotta put the gold ones on first. Get on there, little gold ones. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Oh, I got a message from Amber yesterday. She said she was up all night playing games with her kid, and then she's like, then I took a 2-hour nap and I woke up and I made 20 pairs of earrings and a necklace. And I was like, oh, it was a very productive day off then. I'm going to try to get some of my jewelry posted online today as well while I'm posting, since I'll be in a posty mood. I don't know if I'm in a posty mood, but I need to get into one because it's SKUless day. I have lots to post. I know that for sure. I want to try to get it all up there before Amber sends her next round of pictures so I don't get so far behind. You know? Okay, so I'm going to do these 3 and the carnelian, and then we'll measure. Oops. You guys, I'm going to eat leftover spaghetti. I'm so excited. I love leftover spaghetti. I've been on a spaghetti kick recently. I don't know why. I haven't ate spaghetti in a million years because it has a lot of salt in it with all the stuff, you know, the sauce and all that. And that's probably why. So the other day, I was like, I'm going to make spaghetti because we were like out of everything. And I was like, I don't want to go to the store. So I didn't even make it with spaghetti noodles. I think I made it with like Cantonese noodles. But it was really good nonetheless. And now I'm like, oh yeah, leftovers. What are the kinds of stringy materials can you use for knotting? Well, you can use a lot of things. You can use Ceylon string, which is what I'm using. You can use silk string, which I'll show you in a minute. You can use linen, Brazilian waxed linen cord. You can use Amber tried it with what's that clear fishing line stuff? It didn't work. That didn't work. She tried it. She wanted to make she was making something, and it had these really cool clear beads, and she was going to try to see if she could do it with like a clear cording. It didn't work out. Yeah, you can do it. They say you can do it with what am I jigger beading wire, soft flex beading wire. I've never done that. I think that would kind of, I mean, that stuff's expensive. See, like this stuff is $4.99 a roll, but look how much you get, you know, whereas soft flex beading wire is $10 a roll and you only get 30 feet or whatever. And when you do knots, it takes up a lot of cording material. 1, 2. A lot of people like to use silk. Usually the people who you do like the pearls and stuff, they use silk cording. This is technically nylon cording. Ooh, that one got messed up. We can save it. There we go. It's got a little, it's just got a little hoopla on the end. We'll just pull those out one at a time. Yeah, there we're good. Okay, let me measure this. A spaghetti sandwich? I've never had a spaghetti sandwich. It sounds amazing. Can we put it on garlic toast? I would like to put it on garlic toast. Oh, I'm so hungry. Okay, so we're right at 18, so this is good. Yeah, so we'll be at 20. That's perfect. I'm good with, once we get that on, we're going to be 20. This one's kind of larger. I don't know if you're seeing that. It's about an inch. Yeah. So we're going to be at 20-ish. You haven't lived. I guess not. I guess I just be not living. I don't know. Here. Stringing materials. Okay, so this is like a generic macrame type situation. It's almost like a C-line cord. It's kind of a thicker. I found these on like Amazon. I have like a whole bunch of them in different colors, or did at one point when I very first started getting into it, you know. So I have those. I have, this is what waxed Brazilian cord looks like. And so it is actually waxed. And a lot of people use this for knotting. It's specifically for knotting and for macrame. I know there's quite a lot of people in here who like to use these for knotting projects. There's these guys. No, well, yes, technically. This is not the brand I usually use. Here's some different brands. Okay, so this one came from, I think, Hobby Lobby. This is a silk in number 4, which is 0.6 millimeters. These ones come with needles on them. They're wound up here in the back. So you kind of got to look at your sizing on these, because these are from TF. These are number 7, so these are larger. And these are 0.75, so it kind of just depends on, again, I think these are all the same. These kind of just depend on, you know what? I don't think these came from TF. I think these came from Beadalon in one of the other mystery boxes, didn't they? Or am I a crazy person? Anyway, but these are 100% silk. And they come on these little spools like this, and they always have a needle that's attached. They come in all different sizes. You can use those. Basically any kind of cording I feel like would work. I have done some knotting with hemp. I will tell you that doesn't go very well because hemp has hard spots in it where it doesn't lay flat all the time. So that can be problematic. But yeah, just kind of depends on what you want to work with. All right, so now we're going to do the ending. So this is where people get kind of wonkety woo and they're like, well, yeah, we love knotting, but how do you end it and how do you make it look good? Easy peasy. I'm going to make garlic waffles. I love, what? Chaffles. What's that? Would embroidery thread work? Technically, I would say maybe. I don't know. The embroidery thread is very kind of fragile compared to other things like nylon and silk. They're not, it's not as, I think, what is it? Is it cotton? I don't know. I guess it would depend on what I've used it, but I like tripled it up. I made a Halloween bracelet. I don't know if you guys remember that. I made a knotted Halloween bracelet, had black and white beads, and then I used different colored embroidery threads and knotted it. And it's technically, so technically yes, but you might want to use a couple strands. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to take our little bead nib. I'm sorry about these fingernails, y'all. I will work on it. These little bead nib. These are the one that has the hole in the bottom and then they close up, the little clam shell. So what we're going to do, we already have a knot from our last bead. Chaffles are low carb bread. 1 egg. Oh, that sounds fun. I gotta learn how to start like meal prepping or something. I don't know. Kimberly is not a fan of the soft flex. It's too bulky for the knotting. Yeah, and I think it'd be way more too expensive, right? Okay, so anyway, you can put both of these strands in there just like you've been doing. What I do is I kind of bend this guy almost flat. Okay, so it gives you a little more room to work. You're going to put him on there just like he's a bead. Just ignore the fact it's finding. It's just like a bead. You're going to do the step. You're going to go 1, 2. Through the loop. You're going to get down in here, push down with your tweezer to make sure that it's, you know, as tight as it's going to be, because you want it to be really tight up in there, because you got to be able to close this over the knot. And then you're going to pull this out of there. Push and pull. Now you have your knot. Now before we close it up in there, we're going to put a little glue. Thinking about boiling an egg sandwich. I'm not a fan of eggs sometimes. I go through streaks. Here's a put smidge glue. You're not gonna go crazy. I put a little glue on the tails just because it makes it easier for them to cut when they're snappy, you know. We'll give that a little hot minute to dry. In the interim, I will get us some jump rings. Oh, never mind. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go find a clasp. No, we already have a clasp. What am I looking for? Jump rings. Egg salad? I do like egg salad. I do. Those are kind of not the right color. Those are not the right color either. This is better, I think. Not great, but better. Okay. Egg salad is so much work. Is it really? I've never made egg salad. I don't cook. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not a cooker. I'm not be doing cooking. I've been trying. Remember I got my little magazines and I've been trying. And you know what I made yesterday? I made cauliflower steaks. So they're just cauliflower cut into like 1/4 inch chunks, and then you're supposed to grill them, but obviously I just fried them in a pan. And then you put teriyaki sauce on them, which sounds crazy, but was actually really good. I did make that yesterday, and caprese salad. I'm trying. Okay, once we're here, we are then going to take our little cutter, and we're going to cut pretty close to the knot, because we got to get all this into this little clamshell, so like that. And then we're just going to close this up with our fingers, and we're going to get our plier out. That's not the right plier. And gently with these clamshells, just line it up so it stays in place, like so. Yeah. And then we just connect it on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I like salad with chopped green olives instead of plain salt. Ooh, I like olives. I haven't had olives in so long because I don't eat them because of salt. I did have a few the other day and they were lovely. Jeff had some in the fridge and I was like, hey, what are we doing? We'll go this way. So here's what it looks like. So you've got your knotting, and you've got your super pretty clasp. You've got your nicely finished doings. Doesn't look crazy. This should probably go to the back, like so. But there you go. We'll just do the same thing on the other side. And that's that. Got our dangly bits down here. And beads to spare. With beads to spare. Black olives have less salt. Oh, I didn't know that. See, people learn things around here. All this talk of garlic toast. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some garlic toast. You know, I'm just gonna be lazy about it, and I'm just gonna toast, and I'm just gonna put like garlic powder on it for my for my spaghetti. Is that horrible? I don't think so. I put butter on there. That's what my grandma used to do. Oh, and now I'm really hungry. Yeah. Well, you know what else I like? Sometimes deviled eggs, which is odd for a girl who doesn't really like eggs. Okay, I'm going to flip to this other side. I'm not going live today. I'm going to hang out with my sister. Well, that sounds fun. Family first, Heather. Okay, so I'm just flipping this to the other side. Basically, just working on it backwards. Oh yeah, let's put our little tails in a baggie before we forget. So then, once you're done with these tails from the other side, now you have some that are already wound up, ready to go for the next round. And you can just put them in a bag. And you guys will see me pull these out once in a while and use them for different projects. Bracelets. They already got needles on, and then we ain't got to mess around with that, you know? Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Although I did mess up my drawer. There we go. I make deviled eggs every week for the family? Really? Isn't deviled eggs kind of a lot of work? I've never made those either. I don't, I don't know. I don't know. I assume they are a lot of work. Okay, so we need a carnelian because we are here. We just keep them in the fridge all the time. Well, that sounds good. I'm going to go to your house, Gloria. I thought about making just some boiled eggs and having those available because Jefferson likes those. You know, with all my extra time. Have you ever blown up an egg? I have. just in case you're wondering, yeah, look out for that because they blow up. Just in case you didn't know. Okay, then we got the moon on. Dun, dun, dun. With a pressure cooker, they are quick. A pressure cooker? How do you make them in the pressure cooker? I guess I don't understand how the pressure cooker works. It just makes things really fast, right? It's like a slow cooker, but it's fast. That doesn't make sense. Get in there, you. Seven minutes in the Instapot. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, I don't have an Instapot either. I guess I'm not very good. Well, I don't do cooking, so that makes sense. I don't have those things. You know what I do have? A Japanese steel press for leather. Yeah, we all have our hobbies, I guess. But no, I've been working on trying to cook more things. I don't know. I started working on that before I moved, and it was going pretty good. But that's because I was by myself, and I had to like feed myself. you know when you have to feed yourself. And I was like, I better learn some stuff. So I've been trying. Jefferson ate my cauliflower steak last night. But then he put hot sauce on it, so I know he didn't like it. I feel like I should move this knot down a little bit. I think there's going to be space. I'm going to think about that. I would have to bet that you did. I'm afraid of the pressure cookers because I have never used one. I have one and I never use it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, do you see what I did? I got like this little bit of space. And I'm like, do I need to move this down? I could probably get away with it. I think I have to move it down. That's what I get for not paying attention. Remember not to panic. One can always tell when men if they don't like something. They just put hot sauce on it. Yeah, that's what Jeff is doing. He just put hot sauce on it. I think it's because he doesn't like teriyaki sauce. And I told him, I was like, I realize that you don't like any of these things, but I'm eating these things. He was like, okay. I was like, this is not for you. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, we've only got 2 minutes. I'm gonna take this knot out and re-knot it and just bring it down that 1/4 of an inch or whatever it is, just because it's too much space. Now, if you didn't want to do that, or if you can't get it out, remember not to panic. Just tie a knot over the top of it, and then you'll be fine. But I'm going to try to get it out first, so if you can't do that, I'll tie a knot over the top of it. But yeah, we got our stuff going on. I like it. I like how it's turning out. And then like this, how it looks kind of jagged. Like I said, in the end, once I get everything on there, we'll hang it up overnight and I'll let gravity. I usually hang it on here on my little tripod-y thing, and I just let it dangle there so gravity gets involved, and then I just give it, I have like a little, like for your hair, like a little water bottle. I use it to spray the cats. But anyways, I just spray it with a little bit of water, and then that'll, as the knots come down with gravity, they'll also tighten. So that'll be good. My condiments are off the chain. Hot sauce, green sauce, buffalo wild wing sauce. Oh, Gloria's got all the sauce. I am a sauce girl as well, Gloria, but I had to stop because, you know, there's a lot of sodium in them. Although I did just order low sodium soy sauce, which I shouldn't have done, but I did it. I do my eggs in the steamer for 11 minutes. Oh, interesting. And then the shells just fall off. That seems like a good idea. Love all of those things, right? All right, you guys. Well, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing day. I've got lots to do today. I am going to jump right off here and go warm up my spaghetti and make my really whatever garlic toast for breakfast. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get working on the orders. I haven't looked at today, but I think there's a few orders that have to go out today. So I'm going to run to the post office, and then I'll run over to Bismarck and get my mail over there. I'm expecting some stuff, so I'll see what's in there. And then start working on the SKU list for next week. We will have a bead drop next week. We didn't have one this week. We just had the sale, which is why it's taking me like 3 days of shipping, because there was a lot of items in the orders, which is great because we're trying to clean out some of this shelving, because, you know, I'm going to have all the Christmas beads are going to be coming, so I got to get room. Anyways, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. If you do decide to make something, go ahead and feel free to go share with us on the Facebook group. And just put hashtag what's on my mat today. I'll put the Facebook group on here. Facebook, where you at? There you go. My eggs are boiling. Oh, good, just in time. Coconut soap for soy sauce and good for diabetes. Coconut aminos. What is that? I'll have to look for that. There's a link to the Facebook group. If you're not involved, get involved. We'd love to have you. I hope y'all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably finish this today. Question mark, maybe. We'll probably start working on a different project tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Where did the week go? Yeah, make sure to like me. It's free. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.